Hello, hello, hello. Hey, it's Topher. How's it going? I'm here at the 18th hole of East Lake. I'm on the fairway looking over the water. So, pretty much, I want to talk about the Golf Plus Tour. I'd like to assume that a lot of people know me. I don't even know how many people are going to watch this video, but I just wanted to get this off my chest. But everyone who knows me knows how I've done in the tour, and that I took a break and I focused on my own Discord community to make that enjoyable. And I just got burned out on the tour. But the Golf Plus Tour just announced the rules for the FedEx Cup this year, which I don't like. I think it's a horrible idea. And I'm not in a play for Golf Plus, so I feel like I can express my opinion. But the Golf Plus Tour, when I started a year and a half ago, didn't exist. It was all Discord tournaments. We'd use tournament links. There would be 4 weeks in a season. You get points. We could play with friends. It was very competitive. If you sucked those 4 weeks, you had another 4 weeks to go at it again and try to be champion. To my understanding, top 3 people got some type of a gift card or discount or something on the website. So there was something. But when I started, that was basically the paper era, Paper Shaper. Paper Shaper, Seabiscuit, J Money, Striker, JT, Borno. It was all them. And I've said this before in a previous video. I didn't think that anyone should win all the time, but Paper won most of the times. And then out of nowhere, they announced last year the FedEx Cup, and it was such a beautiful event. Like 100% loved it. It was the first time that the tournaments were being moved from the Discord to everyone in the game because it was an in-game option, an in-game event. And it was 3 weeks of qualifying to figure out if you can make, I don't even remember what it was, like 2,000 people, 500, then 100 would have been the events. But 3 weeks of qualifying for it. You had the first event at Southwind was the majority. Then you had the one at Olympia Fields, and then you had the championship here at Eastlake. And funny enough, it was still V1 physics. And yeah, that shit was hard. That shit was hard. And Paper won all 3 events and won the championship. I lost to him on the back nine. I will never forget it because it pissed me off. And I only had to shoot better than like 300 or better. And all the way down to 18th hole, I missed an eagle putt to tie him. But man, the nerves were so rattled. And even talked to Paper about it, and he said his nerves were rattled, and he actually wanted me and him to play at the same time, which I wasn't available. But it was such a beautiful event. You qualify, you figure out who the best is, and then you compete, and the true victor won. Paper did. So then after that, there was a break in the tour. They were rebuilding some things. Then there was a 4-week qualifying, um, points placement, whatever the hell you want to call it. And then the tour kicked off. At the same time, version 2 came out. And Paper Shaper and I were one of like the first couple people who really started to beta test it. And that was an adjustment. So the Golf Plus Tour kicked off. I figured out how to get really good at version 2 physics, and then after a couple weeks, my era started. And Paper Shaper, he quit a couple weeks in, and I think I'm at the position now where he was then, where he just got burned out. He got bored. He won the top prize. So he deserved it. He told me, he's like, I'm gonna go play real golf. I'm gonna go focus on other stuff. I'm like, all right, cool, enjoy. He came back for a little bit, Realized adjusting to physics, V2 physics was a little hard. Like he kind of missed the boat on it. And then now I talk to him and he's like, "Nah, I'm playing real golf. Maybe I'll be back this winter, for scramble." And but the whole time I started playing the tour. So the tour itself, this is we're talking about the tour, and I'm also comparing my experience. So I realized in the tour, so it's 12 weeks to build up the points, and then each week it depreciates, and after the 12th week it falls off. And I want to say it's on the website, 35% each week depreciating. And how that works is the first week, let's say you get 1,000 points, that will be included in your rankings. And then on the second week, those 1,000 points, you times it by 35%. And then the third week, that passes, that 1,000 points gets multiplied by 35% times 35%. And then so on and so on until the 12 weeks have passed, and then it drops off. And I was all enthused. I was like, okay, I'm winning. Let's see how many wins I can do. Let's see how many places I can, win at. Let's see how high at points I can get. I figured out at the time that like 5,600 and some was the peak amount of points you can get. And, I got to like 54, 5,500, something like that. I don't know. But anyway, that's how the tour points work. After winning a bunch and realizing, hey, this is cool and all, but it's just week after week after week after week. This is kind of boring. Now I'm making little mini games for myself. How much can I win by? Ooh, this is a new course. I haven't won at that course. I'm gonna win at that course. And just little mini games. And I think about March, I posted a video. I was like, this is my mindset, but I'm getting bored. And I expressed my frustration in Discord and to friends for like the last 6 months. It just wasn't enjoyable because you couldn't miss time. You just had, it was go 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 every week, and it got boring. Then the PGA Championship came up, so the majors were cool. So the what was it? Our Masters, which was the Spring Classic of Riviera, I won. I got a prize for it. Hey, that's really cool. I basically won our major. That was exciting. The U.S. Open at Pinehurst, I won that. I was sick that tournament too. Found out I had COVID. Won that. They sent me some awesome prizes. I'm like, all right, cool. I didn't play in the our version of the Open, which was at St. Andrews. So I hope King got something for that, or will get something for it. But the PGA Championship was a big deal. That's when they were like, hey, we have a really big prize for this. Go check out the 2025 PGA Championship next year at Quail Hollow. And of course, I got revitalized. I was like, that's the fucking prize that I missed last year from the FedEx Cup. I was like, all right, I'm going after it. And I did exactly what I want to do. And I'm extremely happy, and I'm, looking forward to it next year. It's going to be a great experience. So then after that, then I started getting bored again. And so I told myself, I was like, you know what? Just keep on playing, keep on trying. And once you lose an event, you can quit. I went on a 15-week streak of getting first place. Even the Wolf Creek first place when it was a 3-way tie with Windmill and King. Oh my God. It was to the point where I'm just like, can I please lose? At Olympia Fields, in my group with Let It Fly and Striker and all those guys, I started antagonizing them, like, how you guys aren't shit. I was like, oh, you're not going to beat me, things like that. And kind of like reverse psychology. I was like, please beat me. And it actually worked at Olympia. As soon as I posted like a 21 or 22 under or something, I was like, oh, there's another win. And then thankfully Let It Fly came in and beat me. And I was like, thank God. I was happy. And yeah. But one thing that also kind of pushed me over to wanting to quit and not really care about the tour anymore is the addition of the dailies that counted towards our rankings. And it's a small portion, it's max 50 points a day. Times that by 7, that's 350 possible points. And I get it. They want more people to play. They want, you know, some type of a cushion. So if you have a bad week, just play the dailies. I don't know. But that took away from all the hard work that I did to get to where I was. And the whole argument of quality over quantity. And that pissed me off. I abused the dailies, I did, because I wanted to be like another benchmark. Oh, I wonder if I can get above 6,000. Well, for 2 weeks I was over 6,000 points. I was like, all right, cool, I'm done with the dailies. And that's what really just like, fuck it, I don't care. So now we get to this point. I quit for a couple weeks. The dailies matter, and King and Windmill and other people in the top 10, rightfully so, do well in the events, do well in the dailies. Now they announced this year's FedEx Cup, where after this weekly at Valhalla that just started today, it's going to be the FedEx Cup, the 3 events, and there's multipliers, like 1.5 for the first, 2 for the second, and 3rd for the last. And whoever has the most points in pro and in amateur will win the prize. Now, I'm going to say this. I won my prize that I didn't win the FedEx Cup last year. I won the PGA Championship this year. I got the prize. I am 100% happy and satisfied with that. If I don't win the FedEx Cup, I don't care, to be honest. But that really just screwed over the top 10, top 15, top 20 people in the diamond tier, both pro and amateur. Because for the last 8 weeks, they didn't know that what they were doing counted towards something, including myself. So now it's like, oh shit, if I would have known this 2 months ago, I would have been trying. Or I would have put some more effort into it. I would, we're all competitive. That's why we do this. We all want the best scores and best shots. And so it was like, well, to be fair, there's multipliers on it. Oh, yeah, okay, cool. That doesn't make a difference to the fact that this should have been announced 8 weeks ago. There's just no logic to argue that. It's this is what it is. This is the best we got. Deal with it. And then also too, I don't think anyone has asked the question from what I've seen is, are the dailies being multiplied starting next Thursday? I'm assuming that all points earned during that week will be multiplied by the 1.5, the 2, or the 3. Well, there's so many questions. And I'm not upset because of my situation, because I took 2 weeks off. I'm upset in the fairness for everyone. If King wins it, then he earned it. If Windmill wins it, if Let It Fly, if C3 Benedict, whoever on the pro side. Sorry, amateur. I don't know the top players right now. But whoever wins it earned it to an extent. I'm only choosing to play in it because I don't want whoever to win this to be like, oh, well, Topher didn't play. I'm going to try. I will try to win it because I want everyone to be like, this was a good competition. I want everyone to feel like how I felt last year when Paper won, when Paper was a true champion. This is not the same. And it really makes me think about how much effort Golf Plus has put in previous times, and then it kind of fades away. The FedEx Cup last year, the 3 events, Southwind, Olympia, and Eastlake, were all mimicked the pros. So the tee placements, the weather to an extent, and the pin placements. Oh, it was awesome. Especially in Olympia, because some of those pin placements sucked. God bless America, that was difficult. And you think about that, you think about Beat the Pro, You think about, starting the tour itself. Like there was some major good strides, and now Scramble. Scramble is either as good or better than adding the tour in game. But all those things just go away. We don't get to mimic real life deals. We haven't had to beat the pros since Sawgrass last year. Um, you know, I get it. There's only 20 some people in the company. They're all working hard. But as a player, that's someone who loves this game and loves the community. It it sucks. It sucks to see all these great things happening. 2 steps forward, 5 steps back. 3 steps forward, 8 steps back. And that's why I got burned out from the tour. I was like, enough is enough. And even then, when the scramble was coming, I was approached about the initial beta. And so not only was I not interested in the tour, but I'm helping out in the beta. I'm getting, you know, testing it and giving feedback and helping out as I can. My Discord that I took over from Paper, Windmill was running it, but he was starting to get burned out on it. So I was like, you know what? I'll take it over. We'll make it fun and I'll focus on that. I'm still making YouTube videos. And that is like the best part. I'm going to say this right now. I've won a lot. I hold so many records in this game, and all that doesn't matter when I get a comment on a YouTube video from like 2 months ago saying, "Thank you for making these videos. It's helped me so much. It's making the game more enjoyable. I've learned so much." I get those comments, and I'm not a big content creator, obviously, and I only average, 1 to 200 views a video, but that one comment is better than winning. I really appreciate that. I I feel like I beat the game. I've done as good as I possibly do, and that's why I wanted to back off. I wanted to help the community. I wanted to help the new features and things like that. And I just wanted to have fun. If you've seen some of my videos where we're joking around and all that, that's fun. Playing a tour 4 rounds in a week, dailies and all that by myself, and all you can think about, oh, it's competitive. Gotta do it. Gotta do well. That sucks after a while. Unless there's a huge prize on the line, but that sucks. I don't know. I'm honestly worried about the state of Golf Plus because a lot of people have tossed out this could be an esport. This could be, streamed professionally like League of Legends or Counter Strike or something like that. This could be, so much better. If it does, I don't know if I'll be playing the game when it finally gets to that level. I hope to be wrong. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of just share that. I want to put on the video, and whatever feedback I get, I'll accept. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I'll never say I'm the greatest player in the game. Nah. Because someone can always do better. And I don't know, who did what prior to me. I know all the stats that I've done. I can go off on some of those. Lowest weekly score, -51 at Wolf Creek. Biggest margin of victory, -14 at Riviera over W King. 15 weeklies won or first place in a row. Like 32 or 3 weeks of top 2 finishes in a row. Plus 30, I think it's like 32 or 3 weekly wins. I don't even know what the highest my handicap got. But yeah, when that announcement came out yesterday, I was frustrated. I was like, not only was that just kind of, I just felt more for the other guys that can matter, because now it's too late and the multipliers and all that and bullshit. I don't know. I genuinely hope W King wins and he is able to go on a trip to Florida next year. It'd be good for them. We need to support younger generations to play golf and do that. Of course, they're going to be immature, and things like that. But that's what drives the competition. Before I started going off on my tangent, everyone was like 10 strokes behind me weekly. Now I'm, well, just Valhalla. I beat Windmill by one and freaking negative 37. And I'm expecting, King to be up there or beat me because that's how much the level of competition has increased. Is it by me? Is it by other people? I don't know, but it's getting better and it should continue to get better to be more competitive. There should always be a bar set higher so people can chase after it. All right, I'm done. I'm off my soapbox. I don't think there's anything more I can say other than I love the game, but I love the community more, and it's got to be fun and competitive. And this year, I hope Golf Plus learns from it and does more for the community than what they think is best for business, if that makes sense. But all right, cool. I am here at East Lake. I will do a video of East Lake in the next week or so, and then hopefully we'll see that uh what is that, Colorado Springs, or I don't know, some course that's in the FedEx Cup that's not in the game right now. So we'll see if that gets released or if they just be jerks and put us on Olympia again. I don't know. But I am Topher James. I am no longer the number one person in the world, and I'm cool with that because there ain't more shit for me to prove. Have a good day, y'all.